Good evening. We are in Strasbourg, in European Parliament. We are having a conversation regarding the protests of farmers in Germany. With me here, I have my fellow colleague, Ms. Christine Anderson from Germany, from Hessen. Ms. Anderson,
Hi.
So we see Germany consumed with these protests, farmers' protests against government policies. Today is one of the most important days. Today, Berlin is the main theme. Please explain to the Croatian public and European public what's happening. Why are the German farmers protesting?
Well, the German farmers are just fed up. They had it, and they've communicated in so many ways, and they literally, I mean, they told the government, you can't do this to us. So let's step back a little. What actually happened here? So the German government, doesn't have money anymore because they are spending money wherever they see fit, all over the world. I have a couple of numbers here. It's outrageous. But they don't have money for the German people anymore.
The food producers.
Exactly. On top of that, of course, you have the whole Green Deal and all of that. I mean, it started in the Netherlands when they took away the lands from the farmers and stuff like that. So what happened here, but that was just a trigger that the farmers then said, no, we've had enough and we will do something about this, is they cut their tax refund. So when they buy diesel to operate their machinery, they do not have to pay the tax part on it because they don't use the public roads, which that tax is going to. So they cut that refund and making it, I mean, almost incredible and impossible for them to produce and survive and, even run their farm anymore. And they've just had it. But like I said, that was just a trigger. It's a lot of things that's going on. The food prices, they are rising.
Inflation.
People don't know how to pay the bills anymore. Then we have the energy crisis. People really don't know how to heat their houses anymore. And it's just insane. And the German government, they have done just about everything they could think of to, get as much money from the people for idiot projects, just a few numbers.
Sure.
So they're planning to modernize the office building where the chancellor sits, 777 million euros.
That's important.
Then they're going to build an mRNA production site in Rwanda, and the Germans pay for that 550 million euros. In Rwanda, mRNA production site, insane. Then we're talking about biking lanes in Peru, so they can ride their bikes there, and it's going to cost us 350 million euros. It's insane.
That's a lot of money for Germany, let alone Croatia.
Exactly. But we're spending all of this money all over the world, but there is no money for our own people.
Incredible.
And people are fed up with that.
So this is an accumulation of a lot of bad policies, and a lot of people are now on the streets. I read in the press that there are like 1 million, 3 million tractors all around Germany.
Well, it's hard to say. So what happened last week? They had protests all over Germany. Wherever the farmers were living, they were having the protests there. So I don't know how many were there. I just can tell you from my hometown, and I participated and supported them there. They were all over the place. And what's really amazing is the support they're getting from the people. I mean, wherever they go, people honk their horns on the cars and wave. And so there is really a massive support for their protests. In contrast to the climate clewers, they didn't have the support of the people, but the farmers do. And it was today when I was traveling here to Strasbourg, as I was leaving the freeway, here they were. So they were blocking the road, and I was quite happy. I just simply joined them, and I'm really grateful for what they're doing.
Of course. About a year ago, in this very place, I had a similar conversation with our colleague from the Netherlands. Are these events in Germany linked? Are they connected to what's happening in the Netherlands some time ago?
You could say that. But it doesn't go as far as saying that the Dutch farmers kind of talked to the German farmers and said, you need to go get something going like that. It's not like that. But the root of the problem is the same. Because whatever they're doing to the Dutch farmers is what they're pretty much doing to the German farmers, what they're doing will do to all farmers, because they really want to cut down on, you know, meat production, food, and all of that. So that's what we're really talking about. And now today, our Minister of Agriculture, he had this brilliant idea to relieve the farmers. He came up with a farmers solidarity fund, something like that. And what he's asking the people is to pay more taxes on meat, eggs, milk, and cheese.
That's his solution.
So that's his solution. People don't know how to pay their bills anymore, and his solution is, yeah, we'll tax the hell out of them.
But this will just fuel the protests further.
Exactly, exactly.
Is the government going to collapse? Are there any kind of solution for this crisis in sight or not?
There is no solution for that, because I mean, they've screwed up so big. It's incredible. So I don't really see how much longer they can hold on to their positions. They will try, of course, and will do whatever. And you can see that I mean, the media, mainstream media, is all over the farmers, right? And guess what? They're right-wing extremists, obviously. You know, they're protesting against the government, and you do not do that. You do not criticize government. Well, I thought that was actually what we did in democracies. And yeah, they were like coming up with names. They called them pitchfork mob.
Yeah, they know nothing but labeling and threatening.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Nothing else.
But once again, it's not really working, because, as I said, the support from the people is so huge and so massive. And I think the government did not really count on that.
Of course. And these policies, they're not really coming from Berlin. They are coming through Berlin.
From this place.
They're coming from Brussels, from Strasbourg, from European institutions. And to here they come from Davos, who knows where else.
Exactly. So, but
it's not democracy.
But it's, as we always say, you know, you can take a look at any single program. Every single program is really just about empowering people, taking away their money, controlling them, and telling them pretty much how to live their lives, right?
Of course. Well, Germany is, of course, the richest country in Europe, and it is politically the most influential. And I wish your people, I wish your farmers every success in this. Europe will be watching, the world will be watching, Croatian farmers will be watching. Thank you very much. I will just send a short message regarding Croatian situation. Dakle, dragi građani, prije nekih 5 godina imali smo događaj sa lubenicama na Markovom trgu. Nažalost, tada narod nije bio složan da se popravi situacija u poljoprivredi. Sada smo preplavljeni uvozom i stranim radnicima. Ako se već nije hrvatska poljoprivreda uspjela izboriti, nadajmo se da će barem Njemačka. Hvala vam.